Alright. I think there's still a little bit of lag, but at this point, I've been seeing a lot about like just overall underdog is lagging, and it may be just because they're not able to handle their own volume. Um, I know there's an NFL drop, but can I get some real confirmations? Yeah, I don't know. Like, this makes sense to me. I just have a good feeling that we're going to see a lot of lackluster defensive play because of it. And I just leaked my entire search history. We're about to enter slow draft hell. If you can see, I am in a bunch of slow drafts. I've always been a huge slow drafter, and obviously my first year on underdog. This could be bad. This could be bad. However, I'm currently unemployed, and that will make it very easy for me to go out of my way and just commit to drafting. So we got six mans. We still have the Mastiff going on. Obviously, there's BBM. It's never gonna end. But what we were made for is these puppy drafts, the ones that we can afford. And we probably will get into a BBM a little closer to the season. We get the 7th pick. This is around the time where I'm okay taking Christian McCaffrey, so let's see if I get that opportunity. All right, we're at clock start. Um, yeah, like I'm not injecting that much in here anymore, so it's like I can't do anything else other than just not draft then. I just don't see myself doing that. We may be able to take McCaffrey. I'm just curious to see what Philly Special 69 will do. They have a badge. Ooh. Never mind. We're probably taking Amon Ra. Yeah, I can't. It's like, here's the thing. I think that Amon Ra is just so good. I have a feeling I just got. Am I subscribed to this? Yeah, that's a mailing list. I'm just gonna delete that. And we're about to be on the clock here. And oh my god, this draft is lagging. Oh. I have the high upside play here, I guess, in taking Genty after already having Amon-Ra St. Brown, so let's take a look and see what we have going on here. Oh, wow. Alright, I don't know why I keep feeling so reluctant to try this. What we're gonna do is just turn off the extension. Because maybe it is just my extension that's doing this. But for some reason, I'm now just believing that it's just underdog. I'm just gonna real quick log in on my phone. Trey McBride goes 25. Like, here's the thing. We'll try drafting without it for a little bit and then see what happens. I would like to have a safe running back here as well. Not really safe. Again, we're shooting for upside here. Screw everything I just mentioned. I will take Rashi Rice in a heartbeat. Yeah, there's something wrong with how it's being processed, and I have no idea why. Alright, Rashi goes. I think Zay Flowers is very easily the best receiver here. I could take Brees Hall, but I'm kind of betting on Travis Etienne or maybe another Josh Jacobs fall, where I can take maybe one more receiver and get Jacobs in the fifth. But yeah, so I don't know. It started heating up really quickly. And right now, underdog isn't. I. I'm pretty disappointed. All right. Um, we can take Ted McMillan and be actually like very solid, but instead I'm gonna take DeAndre Swift. I think I'm gonna get a solid receiver on the way back. Slow draft speed up at 3:30 today. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, nothing big has happened in the NFL today. Jacobs does not fall. Wow. Okay, so I don't mind my decision. I feel like Underdog is getting unnecessary hate for that Josh Jacobs tweet. And now I'm not sponsored by them. If I was sponsored by them, I'd have more than 0 viewers most of my streams. Um, oh my god. Terry McLaurin makes it to me here. I guess it's people being worried about this offense. I do think that the offensive line looks bad now, but there's no way that it can be horrible throughout. And Jaden Daniels is the kind of player that can make these plays. Okay, so all right, I'm still diagnosing. Currently gonna stay without the extension. I don't know if this is an Underdog safeguard. I know that they've been limiting extensions. Now, one thing here is there was a chance that Lamar would fall. Generally, not a high chance. Again, he did fall to the sixth here, but while we do have Terry in this, I'm not willing to take um, Jaden Daniels here. I think that there's a good chance he can fall given the news today, and that's what I'm going to aim for. Um, Instead, I'm going to take some running back depth here. These are honestly some pretty solid names. Where, I mean, Genti was projected 300 touches this season, and obviously we have no idea what's going on with Genti, but um, at the 18th pick, while it's a risk-filled pick, I'm willing to make it. Yeah, you're almost never gonna see a Taylor Brown Rice team. That Rice fall is pretty significant. So Daniel still goes. We're not gonna cry about that. We obviously have the opportunity to take um, Jared Goff later on, but Jonathan Brooks making it to me is kind of value here. He didn't make it, okay. I'm gonna take Jaden Reed over Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston's a little too expensive for me. Especially for a flex play. I feel way better about Jaden Reed and Ramondre Stevenson than I would with Quentin Johnston and Travion Henderson. Pretty much feel like I'm guaranteed beating out this team to my right. This team to my left is pretty good, but like again, we'll see what happens with Jeremiah Love. I did not enter 60 times in the last 10 days. Diggs is going earlier and earlier. Taking downs is looking a little bit more disgusting with the injury. Yeah, I don't know. This 6th round looks really disgusting to me. If Dak makes it to me, I'll take him unstacked and just grab Ferguson, I guess, in the next round. Otherwise, I would rather just take maybe Harvey and call it at running back. Yeah, Dak goes. We've been sniped again. Let's take Harvey, call it at running back, and we'll either get Patrick Mahomes, Brock Purdy, Jackson Dart, or Bo Nix to start this off. And we'll try to get Jordan Love later. So we're pretty much done here at running back. Oh my god, my draft overlay has how many lines of code? I didn't even realize it's gone this long. The overlay itself file, like just the JavaScript, is 2,500 lines of code. This is a huge project. Alright. Lawrence goes, Stafford goes, the same guy. I guess he wants to pair up. Oh yeah, he has Nakua and Kyron. I get it. We're definitely going to take Mahomes. Feel very confident taking the best quarterback in the league to be my first. Alright, we're going to do some more debugging. And we're going to reload the hell out of my page. Those of y'all who were there early in the journey when I was making this page, know that debugging here, um, kind of a fucking nuisance. There's always this thing where you can't figure out which one it is because there's so many injections. Um, oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Alright, we're on the clock, and holy, that was a whole mess. We can take a tight end. We can take a receiver. I will take Wandale Robinson because he is a PPR demon. This is half PPR, but I will take the upside shot there. Let me just paste this into my agent and see what it can do for me. Alright, Dart does go. I was considering Dart there, which is what made that a hard pick. But see exactly what we're gonna do here. Um, let me just make sure it's not my. The NFL will abolish the Pro Bowl game. Wow, a Pro Bowl is dead. Okay. Didn't think I'd live to see the day. Did not think I'd live to see the day. We will take. I didn't think that we would have Kyler Murray and Jordan Love go before. We'll take Kelsey. That's really unfortunate. Let's see if I can give it another number. Oof. Oh, we're getting bad. 88 players will still receive Pro Bowl honors with no alternatives. Alright, we're really weak at quarterback. We're going to take Willis here. And then we're going to want a tight end quarterback, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with Underdog that is now making my extension almost impossible to use. But all of a sudden, everything is just like turning to shit. It's pretty frustrating. Who starts slowing down soon? Alright, who do we look for here? Obviously, we're pretty much done at running back, where we have some really solid names here. We can maybe consider a late round handcuff, but right now we're mainly considering just getting running back depth. The great thing about taking Malik Willis is that we can just take any random Miami Dolphin later on and be pretty happy. I'm pretty exposed to Jalen Naylor, and it's looking like he may lose his chance to be the starter. So I may slow down there. I may take Jake Ferguson, who looks like he's an elite red zone target anytime that you don't have a Pickens or CeeDee Lamb. So basically betting that one of them will get injured through the year. And we're going to wait on Cam Ward. We'll just take Denzel Boston. Because if we don't get Cam Ward, I will just figure something else out. This team has four total quarterbacks, 3 straight, making the market mad expensive. Joe Burrow team, Lamar Jackson team. Like, why do people do this shit, dude? Yeah, it clearly can't be your money if you're doing shit like that. Like, dude. This team is horrible. And we're getting some mad lag coming in. Let's look at our reload digest. Alright, we're on the clock. We'll take Cam Ward here. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. I do not know what I just read. So Underdog has just physically ruined their website, is what my debug is getting at. This it's just so annoying to be dealing with that. Cyrus Allen gone. We can take AJ Barner, and then we can take Caleb Douglas, worst case. Oh my god. Fuck me. And then we'll probably not get Caleb Douglas back. Oof, not getting Caleb Douglas back is gonna be weird. I don't want to take Gadsden. We could take Dolchich. We can take Devon Vele. Malachi Field, Zachariah Branch. Not taking Joe Noah. Alright. I feel pretty good about those cues. So right now we're looking at Caleb Douglas, Greg Dolchich, Vele, Malachi Fields. I don't love going tight end in the 15th, 16th, but yeah. I do think that we can take a fifth running back here. We're just going to take him very late. And running back values are being harder and harder to find. For instance, Jaden Blue is going at 180. Tajay Spears is going at 157. Zach Charbonnet is going 160. Like Marshawn Lloyd's up to 140, dude. I got so much of him in the bottom 2 rounds. It's absurd. Where is Mike Washington going these days? Mike Washington is going 130. Absolutely insane. We are on the clock. Vele has gone, but Caleb Douglas remained on the board, so we just took him. Like, see, Kalon Black going 192 is insane to me. It makes these lower tier running back values incredibly difficult to find. think the Greg Dulcich hype has significantly died down. Where I was looking like a genius getting him in the late 200 or the early 200s. And then he moved up to like ADP of 180, where you could see him going around like Dylan Sampson to AJ Barner. Now he's back down. Seeing multiple tight ends go ahead of him. I'll take Dulcich just because we would rather have, like, even Najee Harris is going 198 or 196. That is 198. Let's take a look at the running backs available. Like Samaje Perine is someone that could be interesting. Damon Claiborne is really the only one that I've been like big on. Justice Hill as well. Justice Hill has a lot of receiving work that he can get into. Amari DeMarcado, Kareem Hunt could be interesting actually. After one workout, do I really want to take him? It's a puppy draft, and I feel really good at running back, so. I feel like I'm taking Justice Hill than Samaje P. Let me take Samaje Perine. I have a lot of Justice Hill. I don't think I've bet on Chase Brown's downfall yet, and yeah. I've been taking a lot more Genty recently just because of the discount. I'm feeling pretty sick about it, honestly. Like, I don't feel great. But yeah, we have all these wide receivers, tight ends hitting the later rounds. So it may be time to change the way I'm thinking about these drafts. Obviously, I've taken two of the potential players here. Where's Mike Washington going these days? Not Mike Washington. Malik Washington. He went 171, so I think he's been going around there. Stays in that range. I think he has alphaed himself out here, but Caleb Douglas looks pretty good. Chris Bell looks like he'll play a little bit this season. Greg Dulcich has touchdown upside, so all pretty solid. We have the highest points projection on this team. No, we don't. Because this guy's taken 4 quarterbacks. Yeah. I feel pretty good about our team, though. So, we take a look at it. We got Mahomes, QB1, Malik Willis, QB2, Cam Ward, QB3. All QBs were got at a value, which is nice. Genty, RB1, DeAndre Swift, RB2, Ramondre, RB3, RJ Harvey, RB4, and Samaje Perine, RB5. Pretty much all at value or slight reaches, but not the worst. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Reed, Wan'Dale Robinson, Denzel Boston, and Caleb Douglas. McLaurin, Boston, and Douglas all being really good values here that I'm very happy with. And then we have Kelsey, Barner, and Dulcich as our tight ends. Dulcich coming to us at a value as well. Really solid team here. And I'm debating on whether or not I really want more puppy entries at this point. Because to me, it kind of just looks like that the puppy may be done for me. Like, I don't really know what I gain from doing another puppy here. Is it kind of weird that the Pro Bowl is gone? Yeah. Kind of is, in my opinion. Lil Dalmatian 3, I am up. We can exit the page and then we'll just hit Google and we'll type in underdog and the entire page will be fine. Turned off the extension for now. Speaking of which, do I have my other extension? No, I don't. I don't need this on. I literally don't even use Twitch anymore. So this is our draft that's going on right now. We already have some rookie hype. We're pretty expensive at quarterback. Don't really want to go there again. We have some decent RB names, but not the best. Tight end isn't that great either. Taking Sharp here is probably very solid just because we're adding to late season RB points. We kind of get some early season points with Tyler Algier, assuming that we have Jeremiah Love out for a little bit. Jordan Mason is the cheap points that may benefit in a half PPR format. But yeah. Who is the wide receiver one? This is a JSN Devon Achane team. Stribling, Metcalf. Not a bad team per any means, but not the greatest team of all time. So, yeah. That'll be the stream for the day. Now I'm realizing that if I turn this off, I can't actually even see my dashboard. We'll close the underdog tab because I think that'll be fine. Let's take a look at... Ooh, we're gonna have to reload our exposures, aren't we? Can I email it from my phone? I actually don't even know if I could do that. I don't think I can. I didn't want to open the tab up, but let's do it. This sale is looking pretty bad. And I have a weird feeling because I haven't seen like Mason Dodd do a promo for Underdog in forever now, that they may be cheaping out a little bit. Oh my god. Let me close this. We'll turn it off for a second. Open this up. Let's review our current puppy teams and see exactly what's going on. Also, let me just... Some promise graph issue. This has always been there, but I don't know if this could be a potential issue. It's never been an issue in actually running it, so I've never went out of my way to look into it. But if we reload it, we have 129 entries, which I believe is correct. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look here then and see just what we've got going on. This is a puppy 4. So we currently have 3 teams in here. One a day. And so we've already got some value here. Where Bucky Irving, his ADP is looking like it's shooting up. Or no, I just got him at an extreme value where I got him at 64. Jesus Christ. Reached on DJ Giddens, which doesn't count as a reach in my opinion. Casey Concepcion was a reach. I think he's just falling with the Deshaun Watson news, which Honestly, if you didn't expect Deshaun Watson, the dude who's making $50 million guaranteed to start um, this season, then you're just an idiot. I'm sorry. In this draft, we've gone 7, 9, and 10 so far. Wow. Yeah, we are good on tight end. Very good at receiver. Very good at running back, I would say, mainly because of Bucky Irving, and I don't count that DJ Giddens issue. We reached on Trevor Lawrence, but we resolved it with Bo Nix. This is a Parker Washington draft, so gotta buy the hype on this one. Um, Samaje P. Ryan. Again, I don't care. So I've taken Samaje P. Ryan twice now. It's interesting. Really good QB room. Maybe didn't need to take Baker where I did. I am getting him at a round discount though, so I don't feel too bad. Omarion Hampton, I take quote unquote early. Brees Hall, Jadarian Price, Ty J. Spears. Yeah, it's fine. CeeDee Lamb, Egbuka, Rome Odunze, Michael Wilson. Um, KC, I get at value. Keenan Allen, Devon Vele, um, Andrews, Barner, and Otten. Like, I can't hate that team, but it's just not my guys. And this is the team that we take today, where we take a value on Mahomes. Yeah, like, you can just see how valued we got towards the end. Like, how value driven we got towards the end. And, yeah, like, I get this is Genti's current ADP, but if Genti ends up playing week one, then this is two first round picks on the same team. And if Genti ends up missing 2, 3 weeks, maybe, let's say it takes him 5 weeks to lock in. Yeah, I don't know. I took JJ McCarthy in a few drafts, actually. Let's take a look at my Vikings. It's looking horrible. I've taken him twice. Yeah, it doesn't look nice. Let's take a look at our most spent players. QB. Yeah, I feel like this number doesn't move. Like, I feel like this QB exposure has been this way forever. Again, not every team is Mahomes, even my top QB, though. So, running back, Jadarian Price makes his way up there, beating out Devon Achan in money, but not in draft entries. Jamar Chase, wide receiver 2. Is that what it was before? Was he wide receiver 3? No, he was wide receiver 4, so now he's wide receiver 2. But nothing else has really changed. Assuming AJ Barner is definitely still my top. Yeah, this is also something that's not really changing. I guess Kelsey was number one for a while, but and there's a little bit where Trey McBride was just steaming up, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm definitely gonna try to fix the extension before we try to go for a um, BBM, but we may be going for BBMs recent or soon. If permanent, Shador Sanders and Jalen Hurts will become the final two QBs named to the Pro Bowl in NFL history. Like, here is my thing. Everyone this offseason has been talking about two things. One, it's the double RB strat where in your first two rounds you're going to go ahead and you're going to take two top 12 running backs um, projected for the rest of the season and by draft value. Um, and the second thing is how many injuries we've had this year. Running back is one of the most injured positions, and for a good reason. I mean, they get the most touches on the team, they get hit the hardest. Um, it's why teams slow down, it's why teams create like committees. I don't understand how we are still in that range. Like, to me, well, yes, if you're at like pick 9, if you're at pick 11 or 12, most of the time, yes, that's what you're going to need to do. But otherwise, I really don't want to do that because there's so much more value outside of the position. And I don't think people are realizing it. I think the only person who has really realized it, and this is going to sound like I'm glazing, but like when I saw Mason's Flock League draft, his ability to trade Kenneth Walker for Justin Jefferson, obviously on some BS, right? But even if it wasn't for Justin Jefferson and say it was like AJ Brown plus X, I would feel better about that team. And that's because running backs are just they're just so much injury concern with running backs. Next guy up concerns where guys who are really good are all on the older side. Like other than Gibbs and Bijan, obviously. McCaffrey is so old. Jonathan Taylor is getting older. Chase Brown is kind of old. Genty is young, obviously, but we already have injury concern for him. Um, Hampton is young, but we have committee concern for him. Devon Achan is young, but we have offense concern for him. Derrick Henry is old. Saquon Barkley is old. I feel like I'm missing one, but I can't think of it. James Cook is kind of like a very safe running back, but it has low upside because he's not really a pass catcher, regardless of what Joe Brady says he's going to change the scheme into. So I don't feel that good about the double running back strategy when we're talking about an offseason that's had the most injuries that we've seen. And believe it or not, when you have the kind of wear and tear that football is, eventually people do get injured. Running back is the position where you're more likely than not going to see some time missed. I get that CeeDee Lamb has George Pickens taking away targets now. I get that Justin Jefferson has a midget throwing him balls, but both of those guys, to me, have way more value overall. I think that would have been like a whole thing if he did, or he or she or whoever. did it. The original video was 5 seconds long, so they slow-moed it out of respect for Jane Danis. Well, 2x speed implies that it would be 8.5 seconds, but or half x speed. I just saw a Matic tweet. Yeah, it's just stupid. Waddle, Walker, Murray, Terry, AJ Brown. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if I want to put that out on YouTube. Never mind. Well, I mean, if you digest the thing, then yeah, ChatGPT could do it. Is it super stupid? Yes, but I don't hate it. Anyway.